I guess if he's a healer, I could go for the healing thing. The emergency no. Boundless healing. I guess you can go boundless healing if he's a healer, right? That seems like a pretty good feat. If now restore depends entirely on your caster level and disregards any limits of the original spell. That sounds pretty nice. Abundant casting. That is underwhelming ability early, okay. But so I chose to this. I mean, 4 more spells per day is kind of insane, right? Does this lead to anything? Oh yeah, it leads to improved abundant casting, which is probably 5 and 6. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I agree. I agree that's a sick ability. I agree. Abundant casting is pretty crazy. Hey, I just met you, and this is Quasi. But here's my missing class specific feat. So scroll me, maybe. For the day for all levels, and then it's just great. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think this is too much reading. If anyone thinks this is good, just tell me, okay? Because I'm not gonna read through it. It's too much work. What, do I just pick abundant casting on every character I can cast? Pretty much, except for Ember, who I picked the, like, who I picked the damage reduction thing on. It's not the wrong choice to pick. I don't see what else I would pick, really. Enduring Spell is good, but I feel like Enduring Spell is like, you choose that on one character at some point. A bit later, probably. What is nice for mounted person is the Mythical Beast. Ooh, Mythical Beast is good, right? Cheesy options on Darren, for example. What's the cheesy option? Half your mythic rank. What the hell? I mean, paladins are full casters, right? So abundant casting it can't be that good for them. So for her, I probably either pick Mythical Beasts, which is pretty good. Second Mystery Nature for Animal Companion. Ah! Well, yeah, I said that, but like, I'm reading through all of those, but that sounds nice. I feel like you go Mythic Beast there. I don't know how much you care about attacks opportunity on the mount. I feel like Mythic Beast or just Unrelenting Assault is probably good here. I forgot. Does my animal companion get any of this naturally? Oh boy. Let's find just for inspirational leader. Inspirational leader. Yeah, maybe. I just feel like this one feels a bit like lackluster. Oh no, it does upgrade. It's equal to half your. Okay, I thought it was just 1. Ah, +1. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Sure. It's our character. I thought that was garbage because I was like, oh, it's. Oh, it's only like a +1. Like, I mean, still not the worst thing ever, but. So you no longer suffer penalties of opposite schools of magic. I don't remember what their schools of magic are. Abjurate? No, 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 no! Was just 2 spell slots. God damn it! God damn it! Necromancy and abjuration. Well, I think we're just doing this, right? I mean, we don't really care about tolerance here. I'm pretty anti-tolerance, so I'll just go abundant casting again. Okay, on Ember, we do what? Ascendant element, fire. Or do I just go abundant casting again? So I have more spells. If you want her to be able to do damage. Hello, Julius. Yeah, sure. I'm cool with having a spellcaster that can actually do something with her life. What's up, Juliusi? Okay. For this one, I'm not sure. I mean, cleaving shot seems really strong. Distracting shot seems really strong. You got your first mythic, yeah. I'm mythicing out here. Mythic charge seems really strong. Ranging shot feels a bit meh, but it's probably good, but it just feels a little bit meh. Also, I don't know if I understand this one. You get a bonus on attack rolls with range weapons equal to the penalty to AC the target receives from their size. Like, a large creature would have -2 to their AC, but I would get a +2 on top of the -2 basically. That's not the worst, I guess. I think I'm gonna go for this cleaving thing though. It's if I crit or kill a thing, then it does my weapon damage to all other enemies in a 10-foot radius. Considering how often I kill stuff with land, that just seems like an insane feat. Unless someone yells at me, it's like, no, no, don't do it, don't do it. I feel like it's that, or... No, no, don't do it, don't do it. God damn it. God damn it. Well, I can't now. Duel always yelled at me about it. I feel like it's that or distracting shots. Distracting shots is going to be a pretty big penalty at some point, right? I'll go for it. I think this is cool. I think this is going to do a lot of damage, and I'm going to have fun with it and laugh when it happens. Okay, so well, do I still do abundant casting on Wolgief here, or what are we thinking? What special abilities can he get for being a Rouge? I don't know if I see anything rogue related there. I don't know how you build them. I think I just go for spells. Yeah, he's an arcane trickster, I'm pretty sure. I haven't changed him. What is he normally? I'm an eldritch scoundrel. Goddamn snowflake. I'm an eldritch scoundrel. I mean, he has a bunch of spells, so I mean, why wouldn't you abandon casting, alright? It's not like he can reliably do stuff with his do damage with his spells because he does dex over int. But I mean, there's still a lot of like buffs and stuff here. We have some grassy. We have some bull strength and stuff like that. What does Ever Ready do again? I think it just gives you a bonus to. Your initiative? Oh no, yeah, this is just more tax opportunity. It's not good. In my opinion. Maybe it is good, but doesn't seem very exciting. Last Stand is great on every character, but it just feels very cheesy to me. I don't know if I have to cheese the game that hard. I mean, stuff like Rupture Restraints is also great. But not just take enduring spells. Yeah, but I feel like enduring I feel like that's something you pick on like one character. Like at some point I'll just have one person do all my buffs. And then they just get that and then they cast all the buffs. Which would probably an Neo for me right now, but oh! Why don't I just Thundering Blows? What's our for nurse? But I mean that's good. It's really good. But I don't think this is good. I think this is good. This is okay. This is great. I mean, it's like Idrid said, right? Like, with this, you cast spells on your people, and then you can go rest, and you have the spell still active on yourself. It's kind of crazy. We're just gonna get. We're just gonna get Unrelenting Assault. Actually, no. I'm gonna get Abundant Casting. I think being able to cast a bunch of those like smaller buffs every fight is fun. I am a womb. Oh my god, look at all these spell slots. Look at all these spell slots for me to put Cure Light Wounds into. Oh my god, so many spell slots for me to put Bark Skin into. This is a bit much, I think. There we go. Restoration Lesser. I mean, do I want to like put like an additional bull strength in there? I don't even know. What's the duration of this again? An hour? I guess I just filled the rest with Stinking Cloud. You cast this one time, then every battle you do, you just throw a Stinking Cloud at the enemy, and you just write LMA in the chat. Oh my god, so many spells. So I probably don't want to do my Mage Armor with Ember anymore, right? So should I just get the Mage Armors here? I normally need 2 Mage Armors, because Olbrig wears armor, right? Does Olbrig need Mage Armor in his Griffin form? Does anyone know? Resist energy communist level. I don't think demons care about Sinking Cloud. LOL? LOL? Oh yeah, we can do that. LOL? I don't know if Olbrig cares about Mage Armor in his Griffin form. I can test it out to see though. So it would be 1, 2, 3. Well, Mr. Manny can cast Mage Armor on himself. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, ideally. On it, he can be armored or unarmored, which is better kind of has the armor and his wisdom. Okay. But if he's wearing armor and I cast... If he's wearing armor in Griffin form and I cast Mage Armor on him, will it just pick whatever is better? Or will it go for the armor automatically? Sure it's better. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The mage armor plus 1 armor bonus is better than him wearing armor. Yeah, that's fine. This is like a pretty reasonable. This is like a pretty reasonable spell selection to me. I could replace a couple of heroism, but I can still just do heroism on Ember though. But if Ember's going to be doing damage, maybe I don't want to do that. But I should have picked a damaging spell on her, maybe. Certified D&D haste moment, yeah. I'll put like 2 of these in here. I mean, let's be real, I'm gonna end most days having used no spells. Gracie. You buy item for Ember for a damage spell. I'm about to buy something here for something, you know what I'm saying? You know that the spell would age you like hell in all D&D versions? Yeah. It's a cool little detail. That's a cool little detail, little boy. Alright guys, time to read the dialogue until I end stream. The old elf smiles when he hears your footsteps. Allow me to congratulate you on your victory and on acquiring mythic powers capable of casting down the strongest demons. Take a look at the page I got you from the Grey Garrison. The storyteller carefully takes the page from her hands. His fingers touch the ancient letters gently, examining them lightly, following their lines. I see myself, young, energetic, able to see. Oh gods, have I found the key to my past? Finally, I will find out what my own mind has been hiding from me. It turns out that, according to this, I was a giant racist. I mean, like a really, really bad one of the worst in history. I did a lot of really horrible racist stuff, but then a witch cursed me to be blind and forget myself. That expression becomes withdrawn, the wrinkles on his face often. Thank you, Kiryu, and please follow me to my story. Let us embark on this journey together. The storyteller has a sharp few times to me as a story. They are leaving. The people of Keonin faced the coming Earthfall and admitted that they were incapable of handling this disaster. Proud rulers, artful crafters, brave warriors, wise mages and skilled healers, all of them hurried to the gate to Sovereign, looking around fearfully. A clean, safe world is waiting for them there. My people decide not to fight for Golarion. I am ashamed, and I'm sorry for them. Their hearts wavered in their face of catastrophe, but my will is strong, I'm saying. My kinfolk are looking at me angrily. How dare I diminish their decision with my recklessness? My choice makes them cowards, traitors to their own home. One of them, my former mentor, looks at me bitterly. He hands me a neat notebook with 3-bar cover. In case you change your mind, with a heavy sigh, he returns to the line of those departing. Forgive me, brothers and sisters, I watch the gate of the Syrian stone close, separating me from them. It is time for me to go too. I open my master's notebook. There are his notes about traveling between worlds. In case you change your mind. He hopes the burden I shouldered voluntarily will be too much. I will lose heart and find my way to Sovereign. That will never happen. My mouth is set stubbornly. I tear my master notebook to pieces. I use my forced pride as a shield against my fear of what is to come. And why did the elves decide to flee, not fight? The storyteller lips pursed with disdain. They are afraid to lose what they have. They were rulers, long-lived and powerful. They valued their lives and sunshine too much to enter the fight with the aftermath of Earthfall. For people that know, Earthfall is an event that happened like 3,000 years ago, where a giant meteor struck the planet, and it created like the Age of Darkness, where the world was just hell for like 1,000 years or something like that.
I think it was like 3,000 years ago.
And it happened because the Aslan people that were raised up by the Aboleths, they got a little bit too hoity-toity, so the Aboleths were like, let's just destroy them. But then the Aboleths miscalculated a little bit. But luckily for us, what's her face? It isn't a Rasni, right? It's an A word. Akavna. Luckily for us, Akavna who was an Aslanti god of the moon, moved the moon into the meteor's path, and then Amasnen, which was her lover, helped to divert some of the energy, but it still narrowly destroyed Galarian. Your mentor is a mage, then you must be too, yes? Yes, I'm an archmage, and this title is well deserved. I've acquired delicate mastery and succeeded in many areas of magic. But curiosity has always pushed me towards new knowledge since the first day of my apprenticeship. What is the Sovereign Stone? A magnificent crystal bent into an arc by a mighty hand of an ancient divine creator. Our great gate to other worlds, it breathes power, it dreams of eternity. Are you angry at your fellow elves? Logan farted. I spent many hundreds of years in Kionin. I have always admired the way my kinfolk cared for the forest that was our home. But the rest of the world seemed to mean nothing to them. But I love Golarion, all its places, all the forms it manifests in. I traveled widely and then came home and told my kinfolk about my travels, but they weren't interested. They only cared about Kionin. The lack of desire to hear about the wider world makes me sad and angry. What happened next? Earthfall happened at night. I'm standing at the top of my tower, many miles to the north of Kionin, and I see a blaze far in the south. A horrible rumble, the air is groaning, giving way to a huge rock, rushing down on my world, and then a blow. Vibration that penetrates everything, reaching down into the bowels of Galarian and up to the vaults of the sky. Crushing bones, blood from burst vessels filled my eyes with darkness, drowning in timelessness along with countless denizens of Galarian. Never before have we been so united in our feelings. When I come around, the darkness remains. My first terrible thought, I'm blind, but no. Little by little, I begin to see the stone wall. I'm alive, but why is it so dark? The answer is quick. The smell of ash everywhere. The great burnt sacrifice filled the air with incinerating particles, what was once recently the continent of Aslan. Great clouds of ash covered the sky, cutting us from the sun and the moon, dooming us to dusk at day and complete darkness at night. My heart sinks with fear. Treacherous thoughts fill my mind. Why did I stay? Why didn't I run like everyone else when I had the chance? I clench my teeth and stand up to watch Earthfall, proudly like the last Archmage of Kionin should. Will my world really perish like this? Will I perish? No, that will never happen. I am still alive and I can fight Earthfall in the darkness, not run from it in blind panic like my kinfolk and my cowardly teacher. But what can I do? I will not stop the disaster. I will hardly be able to save empires from the destruction. What can I do? I am but one Archmage, powerful and weak at the same time. What is Earthfall? A disaster of untold proportions. An unborn planet dropped on Galarian by blind fate or someone's evil will. Aboleths! A blow so strong that the continent of Aslan is destroyed within moments, turned to ashes, wiped off the face of Galarian. In the burnt sacrifice, clouds of ash and dust are born, stealing our sun. Without the warmth of our star, the air cools, the soil is barren. Dark creatures crawl out of the layers to rule. And the most frightening thing, without the sun, all hope dies in the heart. This is the age of darkness. What was that tower you mentioned? It is my retreat to the north of Kionin, my home away from home, my observatory. From its top I watched the stars and they were correctly aligned the other worlds as well. Here in the northern wasteland I found the highest mountain and built a tower on top of it. On clear days I could see the mist over the Lake of Mists and the Whales in the east, that's how high it was. What are you going to do next? I don't know, I need to think. My opponent, Earthfall, is much stronger than me. Without noticing, the storyteller raised his voice to a shout. It is merciless! It does not simply destroy life, it kills an era, ending the greatness of Galarian civilizations. They will sink into oblivion and be forgotten as if they never existed. I need to think. The elf suddenly winces and is silent for a few moments as he calms his heavy breathing. Forgive me, I shouldn't have raised my voice. This story was much harder than many before it. Most likely because I played the main role in it. It is so strange to see myself feel the emotion tearing me up inside. Those that I felt a long time ago, and not remember them. It's like I split. I became both the storyteller and the main character. Too bad the storyteller ended at that moment. Too bad the story ended at that moment. Please, if you find other pages covered with ancient elven writing on your travels, bring them to me. I may be able to shed some light on my past, and we will find out how my story ended, and perhaps even why I forgot it. Tell me about Earthfall. They were leaving. The people of Kyonin faced the coming Earthfall and admitted that they were incapable of handling the disaster. Proud rulers are for crafters. Oh yeah, we already... How to discuss your past with you? Oh, okay. Have you decided to join the Crusade? I have decided not to, I'm afraid. My path and the path of the Crusade led in the same direction, but alas, they're not yet one and the same. After the demons were driven away from Calabres, the path into the world world became open, if only temporarily. I'm planning on using this opportunity to visit. It doesn't matter how. Now, I'd hate to bore you with the details of my venture, which may prove useless even for myself. However, I'll try to return to the Crusade and aid them in their confrontation with the demons after I'm done. I hope to meet you again. This world order next. Please tell my companions don't have a million things to say. Oh, nice.
Follow if you dare.
If you're there.
I'm off.
Ulbrig. Straighten up, arms tight to your sides. That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Where's Shadat? Where's Shadat? Shadat.
I do what I must.
Commander. Hey Kiryu, I was trying to say the Knight Commander commands the Knights really fast. I almost lose my tongue. Knight Commander commands the Knights. Knight Commander commands the Knights. Knight Commander commands.
I'm gone.
And when I'm gone, just carry on, don't mourn. We're doing the rounds.
We do it my way.
You know that this spell with H. Oh, I remember that. All the stuff in the older editions where everything was so much harsher, and it was also so unnecessarily complicated. Like when I watch, not roleplay, but yeah. Wait, what was the? It was called roleplay. When I watched roleplay with Itme JP and those people, they played second edition, and that game is so unnecessarily complicated in so many ways. I mean, I get that a lot of people
Follow if you dare.
actually like that, but man. Near Shent, report used for traveling, but the Queen and sister are tent to be furnished like a commanding office. Oh, my book now, yoink. What about the massive bed is clean and neatly made, only commanding officers allowed such luxury during marches. Already read this?
I'm off.
Ooh, half plate of vigor. But even first edition Pathfinder has a lot of like unnecessary complexities in it, right? Naura Dedi Wrath. What was that? It's sincere about love unnecessary. Well, they're mine now. I like how the game doesn't even pretend that stealing is the thing. It's just like, yeah, just take whatever you want. On the Edge of the Divine, we already read this. Without shadow of doubt, expecting nothing but return life and spirit Alex Resbot. Oh, we read that. I think we read this. It's just slightly improved in the 3.5, yes. And I mean, 3.5 is even worse. That's like an unplayable system, if you ask me. 3.5 still had like 3.5 still had the skill breakdown where it's like you didn't just have perception, but you had like listen and like seek or whatever it was. And you had like you didn't have just have like acrobatics, you had like balance, and you didn't have there was like separate skills for everything. Everything was a goddamn separate skill instead of like condensing it a little bit. This is like really unnecessary skill bloat. I get that some people prefer systems that are a bit complicated, but I feel like you can do complexity while without I feel like you can do complexity while still having a system that feels like it's cohesive and fun. That makes sense? It's like complexity for the sake of complexity, right? It's like I like having all the skills. It's like, okay, but is it adding anything to the game though? Whoa! Ah, there you are, you dashing troublemaker, you! Darren flashes your self-satisfied smile. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end very soon. You will depart on your crusade, where you will scrape by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to fall asleep amidst snoring soldiers, be rudely awakened by the freezing cold, and have to look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me too. I've just rented a sailboat in the south. I've also hired an excellent chef and a host of other entertainments. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Darren pauses, then suddenly adds in a more serious voice. You know, I'm genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together. But of course, Darren grimaces, not under these circumstances. Let the Crusaders and the demons have at each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle down with them. Get lost, I won't miss you. Is intrigue here? Are we talking about? Is this intrigue? I don't think. I mean, Darren could have a little bit like Majima vibes, a little bit, I guess. Could give off a little bit Majima vibes. Just like from a chaotic perspective. I don't, Majima isn't as posh, but. You don't intrigue me, not in the way you obviously had in mind, but you're a valuable companion. You could have stayed in my party. Who, me? Where in this pardon me, in this army? Darren offers a dubious smile. You must be joking, of course. I won't say who in the right mind would trade a luxurious and carefree life for this crusade. In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who is staying and someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, farewell, Commander. I assume I shall be your most precious memory on this most distinguished and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of battle, or, if not the most precious memory, then at least the most stirring. Opinion, I was gonna see. Yo, Lamkin is here! A well-dressed old dwarf is lecturing the motley company, shaking her ladle at them belligerently. Noticing you, she flings up her hand. Good afternoon, your commanders. Do you remember us? We're the crew from the next door theatre company, the one you saved in Canabras back when you were your commander Ness yet. As you can see, we've come out on the campaign with you. We signed up to clean pots and mend the soldiers' clothes. Keep up a theatre is expensive, so we all have to take side jobs. But we Don't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd scenes are difficult. We can't find the people to play the hordes of demons, and we decided against using our ritual to summon real demons. Luckily, Master Kem is invented a way to solve this problem using sound. We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from a burned village. The glum husky half-orc mumbled softly. We put the piglets in a box and scared them a little, and the sound they make is just like an approaching demon horde. But the most important question is, of course, choosing the lead actor who will play the great Knight Commander. We have a right Barney over it, breaking a number of lances as well as a shovel, a rolling pin, and a set of black scratchers. But we just couldn't decide no matter what. Maybe you can help us. You have two candidates that are most suited to the role. One will have the honor of conveying your heroism upon the stage commander. A Cyclop actor. He's completely tame, believe me. He has a few issues with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. Truth be told, in our show, you mainly just make short heroic exclamations at the fateful moment, like "onward" or "we'll never give up" or "my heart burns with courage." Lamkin can definitely handle the script. To be played by a gnome. Not a gnome, two gnomes. Rumbledum and Hierophant are twins. One of them sits on the other shoulders and puts on a long coat so they can play tall characters. They switch places ever so often, so each gets their moment of fame. And that way, they each only have to learn half of the script. Don't you have any other actors who even vaguely resemble me? We're a small and poorly funded theatre, and we only have a few actors, but they're also talented, one of a kind. I've chosen the ones that are best fit for your role. Trust my vision. I'm more than a few successful plays under my belt. Alright, I made my decision. I'll be played by Lamkin, the Cyclops. Wonderful. Sorry we took you away from all your important things, heroes, and the commanders do. We're off to rehearsal. I mean, first we'll wash some pots, then we're off to rehearsal. Let's go, you lazy lumps. Don't embarrass our old grandma now. I'd rather shovel horseshit. Lamkin is my name. I am actor. I don't know, can Cyclopses really be chill? Aren't they like born mad? But hey, do you remember me? I'm Jernog, bespoke in Defender's Hearts. You're commander of the Crusade now. Rassil knows it's hard to imagine someone worthier of taking up the post than the savior Canabras. May the gods help you prevail. Who are you? Humble priest of Rastil. I completed my trials and took my holy order only recently, and now I am serving my god, people of the best ability. What were you doing in Defender's Heart? What I was bound to do under my holy order. I healed the wounded and buoyed up the healthy to fight another day. Have you joined the Crusade? I don't take it amiss, but no, I haven't. I have my own task. I am needed in Chili Creek, a tiny hamlet which, due to some oversight, has been left without a priest these many years. But to set sail for it. I'll be making my journey along the old man's cellar. I have to go.
I'm gone.
When I'm gone, just carry on. Oh. Than any else. Denenio. Is there someone to talk to right here? Or was it just a quest objective? Oh, that was just a quest objective. Therefore, they're sent to be used as a chapel. Even the less pious crusades should come here to say their prayers. When the final battle is upon us, I've seen it happen in my previous campaigns. Altar of Sarenrae, the healing light, the goddess of sun and healing redemption. Altar of Desna, the great dreamer, the goddess of freedom, travel and luck and dreams. This place has been sanctified. It can protect the area around it from corruption and the abyss. Altar of Ioma, the light of the sword, the goddess of justice and valor, and the patron of the crusades. Altar of Erasil, old Deadeye, the god of hunting, farming, and the quiet pastoral life. Altar of Torai, father creation, the dwarven god of crafting and king. Where's my god? Where is my god? field medic. Oh. Is the field hospital last spot? Clerics of Canabria suffer especially heavily losses, so we're in a desperate need of healers. Amelia.
We do it my way.
A beautiful day, isn't it? What was the thing there? I guess I might unlock some new camp features if I, like a vendor would be nice if I go rest. Oh. Hold up. Anonymous pamphlet. I spit on the street of Canabris. I spit on its granite walls and its stained glass windows. If tomorrow the ground trembles, splits apart, and devours this cursed city, I will not shed one tear. No one here, not a single soul, deserves any compassion. Everyone who lives in the city is a criminal. If there were any justice in this world, every one of them would be hanging from the gallows. Pure Tolerant and Queen Galfrey chief among them. Ask anyone on the street what they know of mongrels. The answer would be dumb silence or the lowered eyes of scoundrels who know their crimes but don't want to think about it. Mongrels, a disgusting nickname which the residents of the city have given to the brave crusader heroes who defeated the force of evil, but paid for it with their health. Covering with scabs and tumors, bloated and gnarled, they were no longer beautiful enough to be tolerated by the very people they'd saved. As a reward for their heroism, city rulers exiled them to the sewers and the damp caves beneath the city. The author of these words went down there and spoke with them, and I'll have you know that the ugliest of them is more noble than all of the paladins of Mendev, not to mention the head-chopping prelate and his murderous queen. And if any pretend that today's city dwellers are responsible for the crime of their grandfathers, then I will spit in their face, for the grandchildren of the exiled are still down there, crawling in the mud and eating garbage, and everyone knows about this and does nothing. And everyone who should know but prefers blissful ignorance, I say they're all guilty and they repeat the same crime every day. And as long as it doesn't change, any citizen who desires to fight a demon should take a knife and stab himself in the stomach. For your city has already rotted, and you are no better than the demons. And if anyone would repent and right this terrible wrong, they should turn their weapons on the brutish paladins who breach good, but defend an order that flies in the face of justice. Down with the paladins, down with the Prelude Tolerant, down with Queen Galfrey.
Follow if
I
you
mean,
dare.
as a point. Should probably do a hard save, huh? Saving hard. Down with the damn Yankees! Okay, my personal stash. You two don't made it. Just casually carrying 3,000 pounds on me. So that's just stuff you do. Zoziel. The queen greets you with a stare. She has dropped the pompous air in which she just announced the 5th crusade. The face of the ruler Mendev appears calm and thoughtful. She has made her move and now waits for her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them, and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Vainik.
Cool.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
Loiter.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
I will not speak to you now, Commander, because that would require me to be voiced as this entire place is voiced, but if you would speak to me later, then I cannot be voiced and therefore ramble at you for several hours.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
Uh-huh.
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
When we met at the Defender's Heart, I never imagined you'd make me the commander of the new crusade.
Some
Lindsay, that's what I was
actions may
thinking
be
too.
deemed bold, or even extreme.
Well, Lindsay's a
And
book right
beyond
now.
those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
And some questions about my mission to retake Dresden.
Of course, I shall answer.
How did the demons manage to conquer Dresden?
That's a good question. Its walls were built by dwarf craftsmen, and the power of the Sword of Valor protected the city. Alas, where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness Minago convinced a young and ambitious crusader named Staunton Vane that the banner belonged on the battlefield. He went on a daring and unapproved raid, and the banner ended up in the enemy's hands. The city fell soon after. Ever since then, for 7 decades, it has served as a citadel for the forces of the Abyss.
Staunton Wayne, I saw him at the Grey Garrison. He defected to the demon side.
Oh, really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death. He deserved it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting. I commuted Staunton's sentence and stripped him of his rank. Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions.
Typical girlfriend couple should have killed Staunton. Women, am I right, guys? This is why women can't be in charge. You punished him with a life of disgrace and humiliation. That life finally broke him. It's sad, but not surprising.
Perhaps exile would have been a more merciful sentence than decades of service among those who despised him. I was hoping he might atone for his guilt with a heroic act, but he likely decided that atonement was impossible, and he might as well give himself over to evil.
What forces are at my disposal?
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit. These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake
this army management game
Dresden,
is fun.
recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie ahead.
It's been decades and no one's managed to retake the city. Why do you think we're different?
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demon's plans in Canabris. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris. We must attack swiftly before they can restore their forces.
Lord, hell yeah.
When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
What about long-term goals? Do you know how to get rid of the World Wound forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the Abyss across the territory we call the World Wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed. The World Wound is more than just a chain of portals to the Abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the World Wound was opened.
You might meet the greatest heroes of the Crusade. Age Boya or Zedzuna?
The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of
Age
Socorus.
Boya?
We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the World Wound. So,
Did
the
you say
next step,
Magus?
after you
The
succeed in
Magus?
Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold, the very threshold of the Abyss.
I have no more questions.
Wonderful.
Do you know that the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the Wardstone?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight
does
for
that
our
mean
cause.
that the other two angels
And
are
one
in the
day,
statues too?
They all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canopris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works.
That is how you spell Jace. Sesuna Shai the Great Ored in the history of Galarian. Speaking of Jace, howdy Enda, what's up, Mad Pineapple? Are you having a Singaporean day?
Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the wardstone in Canopris, and were able to
Canopris.
save this gift of Iomede. It was a deed worthy of a knight commander of the Fifth Crusade.
Did you know I received an unusual gift in the case beneath Canabris? In a vision, I saw the death of an angel called Lariel. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him.
Lariel?
He disappeared shortly before the World Wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel.
My fellow
And
countryman.
afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on their special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
What are you going to do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
My queen, I'd ask you to remain with us. The Dresden campaign is the hope of the crusade, and the blessing of Yomade that you carry may be decisive in this battle.
I hear a polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign. I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious
I'm
demons
gonna romance
to
the
attack.
queen.
They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen, and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our
150-year-old the
armor,
MILF queen,
and
you
I'll become a
can.
knight
Hell
of
yeah.
a minor order and join the troops incognito. Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for
Guys,
the
it's just like
demons.
Lord of the Rings.
I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
What's that dude called? The Lord of the Locusts? The Lord of the Locust guy will be like, he'll show up and he'll be like, no man can slay me. And she'll be like, I am no man.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable.
Slash me throws everything off the table, grabs queen. The Scaria.
Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
That's a great idea.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Get fucked, Darren.
Then let's get going.
You're gonna die with the rest of us.
May Yomade help us.
Wait. I didn't talk to the quartermaster? Oh no. I didn't see any quartermaster. Where's the quartermaster at? I got the bad ending, didn't I? I already got the bad ending, guys. I messed it up. Lions of Horgus? I didn't see Horgus either. Yo, what's up, Montes? Break the quartermaster. Where was the quartermaster at? I checked the map multiple times. I couldn't see anyone. The guy next to Woljif, Vilser Garms. Mysterious elf? Damn it, you again. What? Show me what you have, little boy. Okay, let's sell. Bulk selling. Okay, let's sell 3,000 pounds of equipment for 10,000 gold real quick. That sounds pretty good. Sounds like a good deal to me. I think we're past keeping just regular cold iron stuff too, probably. Would be my assertion right about now. Maybe that's crazy. Just buy it back. Then let's sort this by price in descending order. We should probably look at this next time, because I'm gonna go in like 5 minutes. I gotta go walk the dogs, and I don't want Idra to have to work overtime again. We'll explore the camp next time. We'll spend the next 3 hours of the stream exploring the camp. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to look at here, so. Oh wait, we did day 10 ending. Oh wait, if I ever need to go back here, we can be like, oh yeah, that was day 10. Remember that? Alright everyone, good sesh, if I may say so myself. We managed to get out of the first chapter. After only playing the game for 60 hours at this point. What time played are we at? We are at 51 hours. So I mean that's pretty relatable. I mean there can't be that many chapters in this game, right? I look forward to being able to take a gander at the Crusader mechanics next time, hopefully, and maybe the traveling. Good stream, thank you, Mortis. The mythic stuff seems very cool, so I look forward to exploring that, which I will be doing on my next stream on Thursday at regular time, 10:00 North time, 10 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. GMT +2. Schedule is down there in Nook time zones. We're playing that. We were playing Wrath on Thursday, and then unless Salemba yells at me, we'll do Chrono Crusader on Saturday, and then we'll see what type of video game we are in for some Saturdays going forwards. Other than that, we're gonna be spamming Wrath just about. We'll just take like a 1-day break a week to unwind with some other video games. Yeah, that's it for me. I don't think there's anything else. I'm trying to think. If you're new, feel free to follow stream, join the Discord, all that good stuff. Here's a raid, heading over to our friend X Chapters. Ooh. Slash raid. Oop. Oop. Pretty good sesh though. We had some cool encounters today. The nothing that was like challenging, unfortunately. But I guess part of the point for that last encounter is for it just to be like a walk in the park where you just laugh at how silly the enemies are with your crazy mythic powers. But it was an overall good sesh, I think. I look forward to unlocking some more of those mythic abilities and seeing what they all do, and having all these additional spell slots now is going to be pretty cool. Kind of gives you a lot of freedom to just cast, to spam spells. So I'll try to remember that I have buffs and abilities. But yeah, that's going to be for me. Love you all, appreciate you all. Keep fought and follows. I'm going to have a rest of your Tuesdays. Great Wednesdays. See you in a couple days on Thursday. And bye bye. A dance. Macabre.